My sister Emma has lived in her little home for years. She's wheelchair-bound after an accident, but she's fiercely independent and never lets her disability hold her back. Unfortunately, she happened to live in a neighborhood controlled by one of the most power-hungry HOAs I've ever seen. The president, a woman named Sharon, constantly tried to intimidate her, claiming her wheelchair ramp ruined property values and that she needed to remove it. Emma refused, and that's when things escalated. Instead of filing complaints through proper channels, Sharon went way out of line. She hired a local biker gang to make Emma's life difficult. One evening, half a dozen bikers roared into her driveway, revving their engines and shouting insults at her through the window. Emma called me, terrified. She thought they'd break down her door. What Sharon didn't realize was that my twin brothers, Jake and Ryan, were Navy SEALs recently back from deployment. They were visiting me that very week, and when they heard Emma's voice shaking over the phone, they didn't hesitate. Within minutes, they were at her house. The bikers thought they could intimidate a woman in a wheelchair. They weren't ready for two trained SEALs walking calmly into the driveway, standing shoulder to shoulder like a wall of stone. Jake told them in a steady voice, "You picked the wrong house." Ryan added, "You've got 10 seconds to leave." At first, the bikers laughed, thinking it was all a bluff. But when Jake and Ryan moved forward with military precision, disarming one man of his chain and flipping another to the ground without breaking a sweat, the rest realized they were in way over their heads. Within minutes, the so-called gang was scrambling for their bikes. Engines roaring as they fled down the street, Emma was shaken but safe. My brothers made sure of it, but they weren't done. They reported the incident to local law enforcement, providing names, videos from security cameras, and even witness statements from neighbors who saw everything. The police wasted no time investigating, and Sharon's scheme came crashing down. She wasn't just fined. By the HOA board, she was arrested for harassment, conspiracy, and reckless endangerment. The biker gang members faced charges too. Emma, for the first time in months, finally felt safe in her own home again. The best part? The HOA board voted Sharon out unanimously, replacing her with someone who actually cared about residents. And thanks to my brothers, the entire neighborhood realized that no one messes with family, especially when that family includes Navy SEALs. Asterisk.